Beep beep! Hi you guys, it's Rhea, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to cleanse your crystals with sound healing, even if you don't have all the materials to do so. Now, I see a lot of people are really interested in like the singing bowls and the crystal healings and things like that, but they don't have any of the materials to do so. Most people aren't going to have $90, $100, $150 to spend on a really fancy singing bowl, so I'm going to show you guys some replacements you can use if you want to heal your crystals with sound healing. Okay, so for this, you're not going to need that many things, but the things that you do need are going to be pretty important. So the first and most important thing you're going to need to do any type of sound healing on your crystals is a large metal bowl. Something around this size. Oh, my mistake, I'm sorry. You're going to need a small metal bowl. Something around this size is pretty good. Nothing too big. The smaller the bowl, the better, because the smaller the bowl, the higher the vibrations, and the better and the quicker that your crystals are going to get cleared. Now, if you're using a big bowl, it's going to take you a little bit more time because the vibrations are a little lower. Bigger bowls are better for charging crystals rather than clearing crystals. So, in case you want to ever charge your crystals with sound healing, you can use a very large metal bowl. But these right here are maybe about $5 or $6, and maybe 10 for a set at like any type of corner store, dollar store, something like that. You can get these really easily. These aren't really that best of quality, so I mean anyone can get one of these. Next, I'm going to need something to strike it with, and I just so happen to have a leather striking head. It's a really funny story. I might tell you guys about it a little later if you ask me down in the comments. But I do happen to have a leather striking head, which is pretty good for striking these. But if you don't, you're going to need something strong, but nothing too hard, so that you won't create such a sharp sound with the bowl. I use something along the lines of maybe a chopstick. And if you don't have something like a chopstick, you can use something like a salt and pepper shaker. That'll work too. It's not really that long range, but something you can hit and make a sound like that. It'll create a really good sound with the bowl. And last but not least, you're going to need your crystals. Now today I have with me my citrine, my quartz necklace, and my black tourmaline. These are crystals that I tend to clear a lot. Now, I know it's kind of pointless to cleanse a quartz crystal, but I like to cleanse mine out a few times just to get rid of all the, residual energy that might be left in it that I don't know about. So, okay, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, first things first, you're going to lay out your crystals, and no really specific order, just however you feel that you would like to lay them out. And next, you're going to grab your bowl, whichever bowl that it is you're using, and then grab the striker, whatever it is that you're using to strike it. It's a really simple process, especially if you're used to watching people do sound healing anyway. Basically, what you're going to do is tilt the bowl in the direction of the crystals. I like putting my hand on the base of the bowl and holding it. That way, I still allow the bowl to vibrate really well, without actually stopping any of the vibrations. Because if you hold it like this and hit it, that doesn't really make a good sound. But if you hold it at the base and not too tightly, don't really grip it, but just hold it lightly. Watch when I strike it. That's a wonderful sound, and that's exactly what you want. Now I'm going to bring the crystals a little closer to me. Sorry if I'm getting my arm in the camera. But basically what I'm going to do is strike it with the opening of the bowl facing toward my crystals. You want the opening facing toward your crystals because it's not the sound that clears it, it's the vibration of the sound. And the vibration of the sound is going to ring out from the bowl and touch the crystals. So basically just do this. Facing each one of your crystals. It's really simple. See? Not too hard. Now, if you want to give a specific crystal a lot of attention, like let's say the tourmaline, since this thing does sort of continuously suck up negative energy, you can place it in the bowl, but make sure it doesn't touch the sides, okay? Then put your hand on the base of the bowl again. Make sure you don't grip it too hard so that it'll ring. And then lightly tap the bowl. This sort of gives it a little bit of extra attention since it'll be enveloped by all the vibrations inside of the bowl. Now, if you let it touch the sides, which I'm going to do just lightly, I don't really like doing this because it might, disturb the crystal, but can you hear how the crystal rung a little bit? It shouldn't be doing that. Not just because you might disturb the crystal's energy, but because you might actually break your crystal if your crystal is soft enough, and if you hit the bowl hard enough. So, just simple, do like this. Not too hard, right? Now I'm going to move these crystals away for a minute. I'm going to show you. The thing that you don't want to do, once again, this, while holding onto the bowl like so, there's no sound. And you don't want to strike it really hard. This is going to be a little bit of a sharp sound, so if you're sensitive to sounds, maybe turn your sound down for a quick minute. But if you hit it too hard, you'll make a very sharp ting. If you hear that little high-pitched whine, when you hit it, you know you've hit it a little too hard. Now, I mean, that doesn't necessarily do anything for the crystals, but you might damage the bowl. And once it's dented, it's not going to make the same sound as before, so you got to be careful with that, guys. So, overall, that was the basics for clearing your crystals with sound healing when you don't have any of the materials to do so. Now, my tips for you would definitely be, don't hit the crystals, don't hit the bowl too hard. Don't hold the bowl incorrectly, and make sure that if your crystal is skimming to the side of the bowl, definitely push it back into the middle because you might damage your crystal. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me about clearing your crystals with sound healing, please make sure to put those down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer whatever you have. And I guess that's about it. So, beep beep. Have a fantastic day, guys. Bye!